Gervonta Davis didn't hold back when it came out that Floyd Mayweather had been arrested for beating his new girlfriend. As the incident made headlines, Davis quickly took to social media, throwing jabs at his former mentor. He didn't mince words, saying he wasn't surprised that Mayweather had found himself in such a situation. According to Gervonta, this was something he saw coming for a long time. While Floyd has a history of being caught up in legal trouble, this latest event feels different. This time, it's not about an old case, but a fresh and serious accusation involving violence against his new partner. The details of the incident have been coming out slowly, but sources close to the situation confirmed that Mayweather was indeed taken into custody following the assault. He is reportedly facing serious charges, which could lead to more legal battles down the road. Reacting to the arrest, Gervonta Davis didn't hide his feelings. He made it clear that he's been waiting for Mayweather to slip up, and this arrest only confirmed what he had been thinking for years. B thought he was above the law, Davis said, but this is what happens when you think you can do whatever you want without facing consequences. This isn't the first time the tension between Davis and Mayweather has boiled over into the public eye, but this latest development has pushed things to a new level. Gervonta's heated comments show just how deep the rift between them has become. What's more, this incident could reignite talk of a potential fight between the two. Davis has been vocal about wanting to face Mayweather in the ring, and now, with Floyd's reputation taking a hit, the odds of that fight happening seem to be increasing. In addition, the boxing community has been buzzing about the possibility of Davis and Mayweather facing off. Gervonta's rapid rise in the sport has made him a household name, and many believe he's one of the only fighters who could give Mayweather a serious challenge. Despite Mayweather's retirement from professional boxing, the constant back and forth between him and Davis has kept fans wondering if they'll ever settle their differences in the ring. And now, with Mayweather's personal life in shambles, the stage may be set for an epic showdown.
Last week, but you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first.
Davis has already started laying the groundwork for the fight. Recently, he didn't hold back, saying that Mayweather's arrest proves he's no longer the invincible figure he once was. "This is the beginning of the end for Floyd," Davis said. "He's lost his edge." As Gervonta Davis continues to climb the ranks in boxing, his confidence has only grown. His latest comments show that he is getting more confident to take on Mayweather. Many fans and analysts believe that a fight between the two could be one of the biggest events in boxing history. The personal animosity between them, combined with Mayweather's fall from grace, would make for an unforgettable spectacle.
On vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me.
But this is not the first time Mayweather has had this kind of event, which really brings up a bad picture of him. For sure, Mayweather is a man revered for his unmatched boxing expertise, and he has often praised his perfect 50-0 record in the ring. Yet, outside the boxing arena, his life has been far from flawless. While many associate Mayweather's name with championship belts and immense wealth, others see a troubling history filled with repeated brushes with the law. What has raised eyebrows over the years isn't just the frequency of these incidents, but also how time after time, Mayweather seemed to escape significant consequences, until one day, that streak came to an end.
Floyd! Hey, Floyd! Yeah! Good luck!
I don't like you! Chicken! You are chicken!
In the last incident, Mayweather's carefully curated public image took a hit after an argument with his then-girlfriend Josie Harris spiraled into violence. The altercation, which unfolded in front of their two children, saw Mayweather twist Harris's arm, yank her by the hair, and strike her. As the situation escalated, their 10-year-old son ran from the house, jumping over a back gate to seek help from security.
I want to share with you.
But what truly painted the scene in a disturbing light was that Mayweather confiscated the family's cell phones, leaving Harris and the children powerless to call for aid. Mayweather's threatening words hung in the air. He promised Harris that she could either disappear or worse. By the time authorities arrived, the damage was done. This incident wasn't just another blemish on Mayweather's personal life, it became the catalyst for legal repercussions that were long overdue.
You live an American dream, man. You got 55 cars, 40 girlfriends.
Well, actually,
You're a billionaire now.
In 2002, he was convicted of misdemeanor battery involving 2 women at a Las Vegas nightclub. Again in 2005, he was fined and ordered to perform community service after a bar fight in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Each time, he emerged from courtrooms relatively unscathed. Actually, it seems that this might be the case right now too.
Yo, where you at? Yo, tell him get on live right now.
The only time he faced some serious consequences was a few years back in a Las Vegas courtroom, which became the scene of a legal reckoning. Justice of the Peace Melissa Saragosa, seemingly fed up with Mayweather's habitual skirting of the law, delivered a stern and sobering message. No matter who you are, you have consequences to your actions when they escalate to this level of violence. As Mayweather stood in front of the court, dressed in a muted olive vest, he remained emotionless while Saragosa sentenced him to 90 days in jail. The charge? A reduced battery domestic violence charge and 2 harassment charges. While this might have seemed like yet another slap on the wrist compared to the more severe sentences he could have faced, it was still a major blow for a man who had consistently dodged real accountability. For the first time, Mayweather's infamy off the ring was catching up to him.
there's so many things, so many different things I'm involved with. My name don't have to be on everything.
I have to be the marquee.
Yeah, because sometimes if you put your name on certain things, you got people that's gonna be jealous.
One of the more pressing questions on people's minds was, how did it come to this? And that is the same question on everyone's minds right now. But let's be honest, this is a man that can fire up a referee in his own fight, and he calls himself money for a reason. And it's that makes people like him untouchable. For years, Mayweather's legal team, led by Karen Winkler, had crafted masterful defenses, showcasing the boxer not just as an athlete, but as a philanthropist and role model. In court, Winkler attempted to highlight Mayweather's good deeds, such as donating $100K to breast cancer research and buying toys for children during Christmas. Yet, these positive acts seemed like hollow gestures compared to the deeply unsettling pattern of violence that followed him. Winkler also argued that Mayweather would be of better use to society if he performed community service with children rather than sitting in jail. But the prosecution, led by prosecutor Lisa Luzake, painted a starkly different picture. Luzake laid bare Mayweather's repeated disregard for the law, pointing out his history of domestic violence, not just against Harris, but against other women as well. In this instance, fines were no longer enough. As Luzake so aptly put it, fines were of no consequence to Mayweather. With millions of dollars earned from his fights, financial penalties had little deterrent effect on the champion boxer. What makes Mayweather's legal troubles even more troubling is the repeated nature of these incidents. Domestic violence wasn't a one-off mistake. It had happened before, and it kept happening, and now it's still happening. The court was made aware of 3 previous domestic violence arrests involving Harris and 3 other cases involving another woman with whom Mayweather had a child. Despite all this, Mayweather continued to walk away from serious consequences until now. Perhaps the most unsettling detail was the trauma inflicted on his children. Watching their father hurt their mother and hearing threats of disappearance would undoubtedly leave emotional scars. The image of a young child running to seek help while being helpless to protect his mother is a haunting one. It's an image that clashes violently with the public persona Mayweather so often tries to project, that of a generous, caring, and responsible individual. In the days following his sentencing, there was still talk of potential appeals. Mayweather's lawyer, Karen Winkler, criticized the sentence as unusual and strongly hinted that his legal team might pursue steps to reduce or even overturn the jail time. Despite the pushback, Judge Saragosa's decision appeared resolute. She remained unswayed by Mayweather's wealth, status, or his high-profile reputation, signaling that his celebrity would not protect him from the consequences of his actions. For the first time in his career, Mayweather had to face the reality that his fame and success could no longer shield him from the law.
And I am imposing a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody the remaining 90 days to be suspended.
This wasn't Mayweather's only legal battle. Around the same time, he was also expected to plead no contest to a misdemeanor harassment charge involving a 21-year-old security guard. The security guard had been poked in the face during an argument over parking tickets outside Mayweather's home. Even here, the boxer's temper and entitlement had led to more legal trouble. The pattern was becoming undeniable and deeply problematic. And there were still more lawsuits waiting for Mayweather. 2 men had filed a civil suit against him, accusing the boxer of orchestrating a shooting attack outside a skating rink. Although Mayweather had never been criminally charged in connection to the shooting, the allegations added yet another layer of controversy to his already checkered past. Despite his flawless boxing record, Mayweather's legacy outside the ring is increasingly tarnished, either from petty exhibition matches or from all this that's happening. His legal issues, particularly those involving domestic violence, paint a disturbing picture of a man who, despite his success and wealth, has repeatedly failed to control his temper and respect the law. His nickname, Money, which once signified his astronomical earnings, has taken on a darker connotation, suggesting that wealth and power can shield someone from facing real consequences for far too long.
Floyd Mayweather and 50 dudes pull up out of nowhere, out of like some side alley, waiting for me outside of this stadium. And they're like, so what's up? So what's all that talk now?
However, even with all this following him, it seems that Mayweather is not planning to stop with his career anytime soon. Despite having officially retired from professional boxing in 2017 with an impeccable 50-0 record, Mayweather has found a way to continue making headlines and money through exhibition bouts. These non-competitive matchups, often against non-traditional opponents like YouTubers and reality TV stars, have not only kept Mayweather in the spotlight, but also filled his bank account with staggering sums. According to Mayweather, this second career has earned him over £200 million, a claim that draws admiration from his fans and disdain from his critics. While many in the boxing community feel that these crossover exhibitions tarnish his otherwise untouchable legacy, Mayweather has been quick to defend his decisions. In a defiant statement shared on social media, he made it clear that retirement for him doesn't mean stepping away from the ring entirely, but rather living life on his own terms. Retirement isn't about slowing down, it's about living on your own terms, Mayweather wrote. I've worked hard to build a life where I can choose my adventures, and if those adventures still bring in multi-millions, even better. According to him, this statement reflects a mindset that mirrors that of many successful entrepreneurs. Much like Bill Gates, who continues to shape industries well into his 60s, and Warren Buffett, who remains a force in the financial world at the age of 93, Mayweather sees no reason to stop doing what he loves.
Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a rose gold day, as you can see.
He draws a comparison between himself and some of the most respected businessmen of our time, pointing out the double standards that exist when a black man like himself chooses to build wealth beyond the traditional confines of his career. It's okay for Jeff Bezos, who is 60, Bill Gates at 68, and Warren Buffett at 93, to continuously build their legacies and wealth, and they're celebrated as smart businessmen, Mayweather continued. But when I, a black man far younger in age, choose to do the same, somehow it becomes a problem for naysayers with nothing to their name.
We feel like retired is, you got to kick your feet up, let your hair turn gray, let your stomach, you get a pot belly.
Mayweather's words echo a broader conversation about race, legacy, and wealth creation, suggesting that his critics may be more focused on what they perceive as improper than on the results he's achieving. His approach to the exhibition bouts is simple. It's another means of creating wealth while still giving his fans a show, which to him is the essence of success. As he put it, success isn't something you retire from, it's something you refine. Since his official retirement, Mayweather has fought 8 times in these exhibitions. While most of these bouts have ended as non-scoring draws, some have resulted in stoppages, reaffirming that even at 47, his skills remain sharp. His first foray into this new form of boxing took place in December 2018 against kickboxing star Tenshin Nasukawa. The fight, which saw Mayweather drop Nasukawa 3 times before the contest was called off, was a reminder of his dominance in the ring. Despite its non-competitive nature, the bout left an emotional mark on Nasukawa, who was seen in tears afterward, further underscoring the gravity Mayweather still brings to any fight.
Last fight for real?
Absolutely.
That's like the 5th time you said that.
Third. 3 strikes and you're out.
Is this for real?
For real, for real.
In subsequent years, Mayweather would step into the ring with a variety of opponents, ranging from MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura to British YouTuber Deji Olatunji. The most notable of these matchups, however, was against Logan Paul, a content creator with millions of followers but little boxing experience. Weighing 34 pounds more than Mayweather, Paul was seen as a physical mismatch, yet Mayweather coasted through the 8-round exhibition without taking any real damage. Despite the obvious skill gap, the fight generated massive interest, proving that Mayweather still had a magnetism that could draw fans and detractors alike.
Like just as a normal human being, bro.
My normal may not be someone else's normal.
Right. So civilian.
Today I took my loved one shopping.
Mayweather's most recent exhibition was a rematch against John Gotti III in August. Their first meeting was marred by controversy, with the fight ending in a no contest due to excessive trash talk that escalated into a mass brawl. Their second clash was equally chaotic, with Mayweather dramatically sacking the referee and replacing him mid-fight. These absurd scenes only fueled the criticism from boxing purists who feel that Mayweather is reducing the sport to a sideshow. However, for Mayweather, the spectacle is part of the package. He sees himself not just as a boxer, but as a businessman and entertainer. He remains unapologetic about the nature of his exhibition fights, viewing them as an opportunity to showcase his talents on his terms. As he boldly stated, "Exhibitions are my way of giving my fans, old and new, the opportunity to witness my greatness on any stage I choose."
The roughest fight you ever had, who was it?
The best fighter I ever fought probably was Manny Pacquiao.
Much like Michael Jordan, who famously returned to basketball with the Washington Wizards after his second retirement, Mayweather is determined to continue showcasing his abilities for as long as he wants. While critics argue that he's tarnishing his legacy, Mayweather sees himself as continually refining it, adding new chapters to a story that's already legendary. For Floyd Mayweather, the choice to continue fighting is about more than just money. Though the multi-million-dollar paydays certainly don't hurt, it's about control, legacy, and living life on his own terms. In his own words, "Bottom line, there's too many of you busy pocket watching, while I'm busy still creating wealth and legacy."
Come as a package. Forbes just done a crazy story on the Hue collection.
Whether you agree with him or not, Mayweather's continued presence in the ring is a testament to his enduring star power. In an era where spectacle often overshadows substance, he remains a master of both. Well, whatever the case, it seems that Tank and Mayweather may finally settle it in the ring. The much-anticipated fight between Tank and Floyd Mayweather has been a topic of growing speculation, with whispers of it possibly taking place as early as next year. Tank Davis has repeatedly called out his former mentor, signaling a desire to test himself against the undefeated legend. Tank has made his feelings clear in several interviews, expressing frustration over his past dealings with Mayweather and showing a willingness to settle their differences in the ring. The relationship between the two has been strained since Davis moved on from Mayweather Promotions, with Tank becoming one of the biggest names in boxing, holding multiple world titles across different weight divisions. This rivalry adds fuel to the potential matchup, as it would not only be a battle of skill, but also a clash of personal history. If the fight were to happen, it could shape up to be one of the biggest exhibition events in boxing history. Mayweather, known for his defensive mastery and tactical genius, would likely face a more aggressive opponent in Davis, whose explosive power and relentless pressure have made him a feared fighter in the lightweight and junior welterweight divisions. Davis's knockout power, combined with his speed and youth, would certainly test Mayweather's legendary defensive capabilities. On the other hand, Mayweather's experience and ability to adapt in the ring might allow him to neutralize Tank's aggressive style. Floyd has faced power punchers before and managed to outsmart them with his elusive movement and precise counterpunching, Regardless of the outcome, a Mayweather versus Davis showdown would be a blockbuster event, attracting fans worldwide and sparking intense debates over who would emerge victorious. Well, what's your take on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.